Welcome to Hug Nation Live. I am John Halcyon Stin, and this is my daily practice, and I appreciate you joining me. What are you grateful for? That's what I want to hear, and I'm going to try to find my own as well. I'm on the edge of frustration right now. I feel like I'm wavering. My good mood, and not quite in a good mood. I'm not quite overwhelmed, but boy, my mind sure wants to plant a stake and 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 claim frustration and bitterness and n- uh, dissatisfaction with so many things in the world and life right now. So I'm going to try to practice some gratitude, and I am going to invite and welcome and ask you to share gratitude, and maybe we can help each other turn this Friday into a smile day. Thanks, JM. Good morning, Gerbot. Welcome, Wasu Mama. Hugs to you as well. Um, it's these. If I'm being honest, these glasses actually don't have lenses, but sometimes I wear them most of the time. And so when I see myself on camera without the lens, I don't usually wear glasses when I'm using a computer, but I've been wearing these more lately. These are another pair of glasses because someone pointed out that the shape of these frames, it now matches the shape of my beard, which I thought was pretty cool. So I've been wearing these more often now, but these have kind of a glare when I'm broadcasting. So, but thank you, JM. Welcome, Patricia. Anybody want to share something they're grateful for? Oh no, it just connected to my iPods. Don't do that. Okay, well, we're fine. We're good. Welcome, Laura. Let's see. I am grateful for my incredible partner. I'm grateful for the cooler weather. I'm grateful we got some rain last night. I'm grateful that when I got up like 7 times to go pee last night while sleeping, but which allowed me to hear an owl whoo throughout the night. So I'm grateful for the owl that lives near my backyard apparently. And yeah, I don't want to brush right by that rain gratitude. It's been a while since we had some rain, so I'm sure all the canyon and the animals and the plants were very pleased to get a little moisture. JM is grateful for coffee. And good morning. Hello, Dawn. Dawn is sending us hugs from cloudy, rainy Utah. Wasumama is grateful for loving family connections. Beautiful. Thank you. Betsy is grateful for new plants. Good morning, Betsy. Or good day to you. It's what, noon? So happy noontime. I'm trying to break the habit of saying good morning because it's only morning for a small percentage of us. I am grateful for an experience I had last night in my dream. And I've learned that trying to explain dreams to another person is rarely helpful. But there was a moment in my dream in this world that I was living in. Someone was a close friend, not a real person, but they were telling me that I was sloppy and intoxicated on stage, and that it was that I need to get myself in check. And I was puzzled, and I was trying to figure, and I was embarrassed, and then I had like mid dream, I'm like, oh, this has got to be a dream because I don't do that anymore. So I'm grateful that even in my dreams, I know that I don't get fucked up anymore. So, woohoo! High Noon says, good morning. Hello. Actually, you didn't say good morning. I put that in your mouth. So even though I just said I'm going to stop saying good morning, I just did it. Hello, Derek. Good to see you live. Derek says, I usually watch at 1 a.m. Well, how nice to see you live. Happy Friday. Look at this. I'm already feeling better. Hey, Poppy. Hello, Carol. Anybody else want to share something they're feeling grateful for? I'm grateful that I've got dinner plans with some dear friends that I've not seen for a while. I'm grateful that we had a Zoom choir practice last night, and I feel like I'm ready for the performance. Performance is Tuesday, and I could definitely learn the songs better, but if I had to sing them now, I know them well enough that I will be able to have fun on stage. And 6 p.m. in Germany. See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, hello and good day or night to you wherever you are. Hello, Mingle. Good morning. Good day. Hey, Bauman's here. Welcome. Happy Friday, Poppy. Anybody else want to share something they're grateful for? I'm grateful. I'm grateful that Lisa was able to get free so that we are able to travel together for my uncle's memorial at the end of the month, the beginning of next month. So I will miss first Saturdays, but we'll get to see family and we'll get to introduce Lisa to a number of uncles, aunts, cousins. The last text that I got from my Uncle Jim was really beautiful, but among the things he said was he regretted not being able to meet and celebrate Lisa. So I'm a little extra eager to introduce her to the remaining family. Happy Friday. Mingle says, gratitude for a good night of sleep. More and more. I've been wearing like those nose breathing plastic things with magnets because I'm trying to not mouth breathe at night. And because the more I learn, the more I recognize how important sleep is and how important nose breathing is. If you guys up on all this, man, it's I definitely do better. And actually this morning, I'm grateful that this morning it was the first time that I had the courage to do my morning walk around the neighborhood wearing my nose thing. I was embarrassed to look silly in front of my neighbors. Isn't that funny? But I wore it this morning, so grateful for that. Gerbot says, grateful for my mom, her gift of life to me, and for a wonderful childhood on the second anniversary of her passing. Thanks for sharing, Gerbot. I'm grateful that that reminds me, I got to see my mom yesterday and I visited her. I'm so grateful that I still have the opportunity to do that. And it's this kind of practice that really incentivized me. You know, I didn't need to go see her yesterday, but I could, and so I went and visited, and she suggested we practice singing some of the choir songs. So now I have this treasured memory yesterday of being in the kitchen with my mom singing songs together, which that's a first for us. So, I mean, we're in the choir together, singing with a group, but just the two of us singing, practicing was special. So, well, look at this. I started this day feeling kind of a little frustrated. Now I'm feeling so grateful and got a little cheer in my belly. Mingle's got gratitude for a puppy looking deep in my eyes, willing me to get her a snack. Hello, Akelera. I struggle. My apologies if I mispronounce your name or screen name, or if your screen name isn't your real name and I'm forgetting your real name, but I should know your real name, I appreciate your patience and your forgiveness. Oh, it's Maria. See, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. My brain even knew. I'm like, you know this one, don't you? You know that you're getting you're there's so thank you, Maria. High Noon says, I wear those nose strips with pride all over the place and welcome the silliness of what others might think. I breathe so much smoother with them. I was thinking, good, bravo, and good for you. I was thinking this morning about there's that like marketer guy, Alex Horm. I don't know. I don't really follow, but if you're into online marketing, he's a big deal. And he was the first person I ever saw like just wearing them publicly. You know, he does tons of videos and promo stuff. And I mean, I think probably helps that he's buff and handsome and very wealthy and can and but I was thinking about how the fact that he wears them when he's doing public stuff, it makes and he pulls off the confidence, you know? So, like, with the true confidence and wearing it, I was like, "Bravo, man." It actually, like, makes me more impressed with him. Like, good on ya. Uh, Mingle sharing that the puppy won. Well, I think we all knew the puppy was gonna win. High Noon says, "Gratitude for tubes for when I get flats on one bike I have that is not tubeless." Hello, Juan. Good to see you today. I am grateful for this uh, lucid chai I'm drinking. It's a functional mushroom and brain food drink that I love. Lucid. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm now forgiving myself. I made a mistake that I caught this morning. Lisa asked, I've been editing Lisa's new podcast. The episode with me in it is going up, I think, on Monday, but there's a new episode where she's talking with one of her best friends and very wise and tuned in, intuitive, really brilliant energy working woman, Alexis. And Lisa asked me to make some edits last night. And I made the edits, but then I just realized this morning that when I uploaded the fixed version, it wasn't the right version. So it had so I had to fix it. So anybody that watched it last night or listened to it last night didn't hear the best quality audio. And there was a couple little like 2-second, I guess now that I say it out loud, it's not that big a deal. But I was beating myself up and I was frustrated and I felt like I let Lisa down. And she's gone now, but I was like going out to tell her to say like, hey, if you want your podcast to be professional and you want it to be the standard of everything else you do, you need to get a real editor because I've failed. I let you down. But when she said she wanted to do a podcast, I told her you do not have the bandwidth to do that unless you're going to make it low standards, in which case I can help you and all you have to do is record it and then I'll do the rest and then you don't have to worry about it. So I guess by the standards of which I pushed her towards, like, hey, if good enough is your standard, then then I will not fight you on adding more to your plate because she is very, very busy. So maybe it's all okay and it's still good enough. But I was frustrated this morning and now I'm over it. So thanks for the help. Welcome, Sean. And Julie and Marisol and Jekyll and Hyde. Annalise says, I'm grateful for nutmeg and cinnamon season. I eat them year round, but it does feel particularly nice in season. I respect for uh, nutmeg and cinnamon recognition. We so often hear pumpkin spice, but it's not. The pumpkin is just a vehicle for nutmeg and cinnamon. Nobody likes the taste of pumpkin. People like nutmeg and cinnamon. Pumpkin is like a freeloader. Nobody likes pumpkin. Oh, you like pumpkin? Oh, here. Here's a spoon and a pumpkin. Enjoy. No. It's like rhubarb. Rhubarb pie. Rhubarb is just a vehicle for sugar. Same with pumpkin pie. Sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Nothing anything wrong with that, but let's not put pumpkin on a pedestal, okay? Anyone else have any gratitude they'd like to share? Welcome, Super Mira. I am grateful for watermelon. Julie says, don't forget the cardamom. See, cardamom getting totally overshadowed by a bland tasting gourd. JM saying pumpkin chili soup is nice. Interesting. Okay, never had that. All right, I'm going to stop bashing pumpkins. That's one of my favorite bands. Bashing Pumpkins. Really, that was my favorite band for a long time. I've seen Smashing Pumpkins in concert several times. Love me some Smashing Pumpkins. I was into them like pre CDs, so I had like records of like rare records and stuff, 12 inches and Japanese releases, and then when I remember when Napster came out and you could just like find bootlegs of records that were so hard to get before, I was just like, oh my goodness. So I had a brief period where I was very excited by being able to get rare cover songs of my favorite bands. But it's been a long time since I've been very into music. I guess that's one of the signs of my aging, I guess. Juan is grateful for fall and all its colors in Bishop, California. I bet it's beautiful. Thanks, Juan. Anyone else? Any last gratitudes for us to share with one another as we head out into our Fridays? As well as gratitude, one of the reminders for us here is knowing that we're not alone, that we're surrounded by beautiful people, that there's lots of good-hearted people. And even good-hearted people like us can easily get pulled into negativity and frustration. I know I can and have. And so exposure to other kind people, other smiling, good attitude folks is contagious. So as you have helped me today, now I will be able to bring this more positive energy into my world, and perhaps that ripple will continue. And I hope that you do the same. So thank you. Thank you very much. And with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a hug. And as you are hugging yourselves, imagine you're hugging one another. And we're in this embrace across dimensions. We're connected not physically, but it doesn't matter where your feet are at. It matters where your heart is, and we can be connected in this moment. So let's feel the presence of other kind, open-hearted people knowing that there are so many like-minded people out there that the voices aren't quite as loud sometimes, but the world would rather hug you than hurt you. So let's take a deep breath in and feel connected in that shared humanity. Squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us here, thanks for being here for this Super Friday Gratitude Blast. Have a beautiful day. Check out the new podcast spot that I've now have the good one is now online of Lisa and Alexis. That podcast is called A Song for All of Us. And check out the Hug Nation podcast too. It's got highlights of this as well as next week I'll be uploading some original archives of Grandpa Caleb talking about the universe. So make sure you're subscribed. Love you. Bye.